What's up? My name is Eric Butler. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back. And from ABC7 New York, Democrat Now main sponsor of bill seeking to change Cuomo Bridge back to Tappan Zee. So after Andrew Cuomo goes down, they look to change the name of the bridge that they named after his father. And as much as I can't stand Andrew Cuomo, I don't know much about Mario Cuomo. He's not as bad as Governor Kathy Hochul, or Kickback Kathy, as she's known to some. And they want to cancel him every chance they get because of some weirdo, grab ass he was doing with the intern, or some weird kiss, and he says, oh, well, I'm Italian. And of course, the entire family does seem like political thugs by way of, mobsters, but that's a completely different story. And it's just funny how he destroys the economy, he kills a whole bunch of old people, but the reason they want to take him down is because some woman said that he touched her butt. Or that was actually probably Fredo, but he gave a woman an inappropriate kiss. And these are terrible things, and I don't know if he did it or if he didn't do it, because he hasn't faced any real charges, but he has been stripped of all his power, so who really knows what's going on? And it's worth noting that he was taken down by the state's attorney general, which is exactly what he did to the previous governor of New York. So this is a dog-eat-dog world, and now they want to change the name of the bridge after his father because of what the son did. So this is all a complete mess. Now, the Cuomo family, as far as I'm concerned, they are just awful people. Fredo, Andrew, the giant Q-tip shtick that they did. I mean, everything is just terrible. And they probably never should have named a bridge after his father to begin with, but here we are. So let's see, now that the Democrat establishment has turned on Andrew Cuomo, they want to wipe everything clean. They love to rewrite history, right? So they never really change their mind or change their opinions on, the agenda that they're pushing. They never can see the light with facts presented to them, but they will try their hardest to rewrite history and pretend that certain things didn't happen.
He was one of the most charismatic governors ever in New York, perhaps in the U.S. But now, a renewed effort to...
Okay, so it already starts off as a puff piece. Oh, he was so charismatic. Yeah, these guys were thugs, bro. I mean, he's 5 seconds in, he's just laying it on so thick about how cool and charismatic he was. Give me a break. So why are you changing the name?
Renamed the relatively new Mario Cuomo Bridge, which replaced the dilapidated Tappan Zee Bridge.
Yes, a Democratic state senator is now joining the campaign to remove the Cuomo name, all because of Mario's son, Andrew, the former governor, who pushed for the bridge to be named after his dad.
And it was...
Okay, and just so we're clear, I mean, imagine a state so corrupt that a Governor Elliot Spitzer steps down for being tied up with some high-class hookers. Andrew Cuomo steps down because he was playing grab-ass with the intern, allegedly. And then the replacement, Fembot Cuomo, Kathy Hochul, who is doing all sorts of pay-to-play schemes all over the place, has her lieutenant governor arrested. Well, she didn't get him arrested, but he was arrested for taking bribes. All in the same state. So why, I mean, it's just embarrassing that any of these things are named after these people, right? Because they are so quick to constantly tear down statues, constantly tear down monuments and rename stuff. So they name it after this Mario Cuomo guy who I would guess was just a political thug after being a real thug. But again, that's a different story. So it's just so funny how they always eat their own, right? They want to get rid of the Teddy Roosevelt statue outside the Museum of Natural History. So it's just, the point is, once they start on this road, there's no going back. They're coming for everybody. The cliff is eroding on all sides.
Was Andrew Cuomo's scandalous resignation that is now at the center of all this. With the latest, here's Marcus Solis.
It should be called Tappan Zee.
Okay, they get a weird... Bro, it's February 2023, and they get this guy outside wearing a mask. I mean, their brains have been completely infiltrated. They have worms. This isn't even about the bridge, obviously. This is just about an older gentleman standing outside in a parking lot with an N95 mask on. Pathetic. Of course, he says it should be called the Tappan Zee, which is true. Fine. Change it to the Tappan Zee. I don't know what that name comes from, but it's better than Cuomo. But with that said, this guy's opinion means nothing because he's standing there in a mask in February 2023 outside.
That's what it should be called.
But it's not. And even though the Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge has been open for 5.5 years now, good luck finding anyone who calls it that.
I just came across it now with my wife. Tappan Zee Bridge, always will be.
To me, it's a special name that we've always had, for this area. I mean, I love Governor Cuomo, but
Oh, this guy loves Governor Cuomo. Give me a break. What do you love about Governor Cuomo? This is ridiculous. And for the record, I'm pretty sure that these bridges, all of these New York bridges, they cost like $15, $20, $25 to cross. It's insane. And there's another story about how New York City had sold a whole bunch of Rona equipment, medical equipment, for pennies on the dollar, right? And then they charge you $20 to get over a bridge. So what's happening? They also are charging a city tax, but they can't pick up the trash. Again, a different story, and I digress.
I think the bridge should be Tappan Zee Bridge.
The original Tappan Zee Bridge used the term for the area coined by Dutch settlers incorporating the name of the local native tribe and the word for the sea.
I prefer.
Oh, okay, so it's named after a native tribe. They should have never changed it. That whoever Andrew, so he should be. According to their theory, their model, this makes perfect sense, actually. He should be canceled. The whole family should be canceled. They're terrible people. They changed the name of a bridge that was named after native settlers. How did that get through?
Tappan Zee, it tells you more about the history and where it's located.
1, 2, 3.
Look at this scumbag. Is that Hillary Clinton? What is happening? Oh.
2017, then Governor Andrew Cuomo named the $4 billion replacement bridge connecting Westchester and
Okay, I don't think that was Hillary Clinton. Scratch that.
Rockland counties in honor of his father, the former 3-term governor. There was no public input. Republican legislators have tried.
There was no public input. He just did that. How does that happen? He just changed the name of the bridge named after his dad. How did that happen? And of course, displaced the name of the original settlers that it was originally named after. Nobody is in charge over there. There's nobody you can talk to that can rein in these crazy, power-hungry politicians. It's insane.
Tried and failed to restore the name. But now a Democrat is leading the cause, reintroducing a bill in the state Senate.
I'm sure Andrew Cuomo would see it as probably a slight, but it genuinely is not. This is about restoring the name that people want to see on this bridge.
Today, Governor Hochul sidestepped the issue.
I know there's a lot of voices being heard on this, for and against changing the name. And my position is
there a lot of voices being heard? I highly doubt it. He did it without any input. This woman is the worst. And I've always said that I kind of blame Andrew Cuomo with basically ruining my entire life. And looking back at it now, she is worse than him. It gets no worse than Governor Kathy Hochul with all her weird Botox and makeup. This is she's not wearing it now, but you remember she used to wear the pharmaceutical necklace and was going around to black churches pretending she was Jesus, telling people that they should be her disciples and followers and help her spread the message of pharmaceuticals. This woman is they're all despicable.
something has to pass the legislature before it gets my attention.
Something has to pass the legislature. Oh, so now it does, but it didn't when he did it? This is crazy how these people just wield power and just do things without any regard for any of the people. And I'm assuming one of the most populous states, right? New York City alone has 8 million people. I don't know how they keep getting away with this because they've brainwashed them. That's why you have a guy standing out in the middle of a parking lot with a mask by himself because they're completely brainwashed. It's ridiculous.
Bill gets to Hochul's desk remains uncertain. The Democratic supermajority may consider the name change a bridge too far.
The Democratic supermajority, and that's the problem there, is that there's nobody to question what these people do. They fight amongst themselves over the most ridiculous issues that don't make any sense, that don't help anybody. But of course, they're not. Their goal is never to help anybody. Their goal is to make you think that they're going to try to help you so they can get more money and more control. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe.